change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to throw, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Staley. And he's knocked down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
And the Vols will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Lewis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, better look out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. This time it's complete. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Finds a little space. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. Open space at the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Wiley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the moment.
Breaks into the open. And runs through another guy. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. All out of space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical and then go. And guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Running to Green. Turning it on. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide out. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board here.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got his man downfield.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Working on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Lewis. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Quarterback may change this route, and the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Hard running there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The play fake on 1st down. The throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wiley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. That passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the 2nd half. Power football with the run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll run play action. Turns it loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Extending the play. He's going to run it. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the ground, it's Lewis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. using his feet. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making the plays.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Wiley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
To keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook.
Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Bounding over the top. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the foot.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definite.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mech.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. There was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 1st down from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's White. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Floating away. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteer. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got it near midfield. still on his feet. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Georgia going up tempo. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The snap sets up to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter